Hello, welcome to another pronunciation workshop. My name is Miracle, and we are going to be talking about English pronunciation today. It really depends on who comes to class what we do. The classes change up a little bit depending on who the students are. If they are some of my more experienced students, then they will be working on reading and um, So we are going to be working on, it really depends on who's in class. If it is new students, then we will be working on vowel sounds, things like intonation and inflection. We will work on syllables. Some people don't really know what syllables are. Hi, Sergey. Syllables are the beats in the word. So if you have a word like mat, mat has one beat, it has one syllable. If you have a word like man, if you have a word like mantle, you're going to have two different syllables. Mantle. So syllables are really important because we divide them differently in our different languages. How are you, Sergey?
Fine, thank you.
Good.
I'm fine.
How many classes oh, maybe they don't have any more. Are there any other classes on the weekends?
Oh, only yours.
Yeah, that's what yeah, I forgot the students did say that. Hi guys, Masha, Lydia, Ksenia. Hi,
Hello, Miracle.
how are you?
Hello.
Hello. And we have a second Ksenia. Hello. Hi there. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Everybody has been in the classes before, so you guys are familiar with what I do and how we work on things. I think today, hmm, I think today, let's do some reading. La la la. Okay. Because everybody here has had classes before. So let's do some reading. Okay. Okay. Let me increase my screen so you guys can see. And we have 5 people in class. So if you guys want the link to the, there you go. To the vowels. And here is your article. Okay, let me start with Ksenia. Ksenia, please read. What I'm going to do is let you guys read on your own, and then I will give you notes at the end. And I want you to read all the way down to the bottom.
So I should start.
Yes, please.
On Tuesday, new workers will get their last chance to see the Museum of Modern Art's Henry Matisse. The cutouts, a show that gathers about 100 of the artist's painted paper works. The largest and most extensive presentation of these works ever assembled.
Mm-hmm.
The exhibition begins in the 1930s, covering work Matisse started producing toward the end of his life. Can't make it to the museum? Here is the wall-to-wall experience.
Read.
The
Read
show
that.
will be
Mm-hmm.
the show will be open to the public 24 hours a day until 5:30 p.m. on Sunday, February 8. The last day is Tuesday, February 10.
Okay. So let's look at a couple of things. New Yorkers or New Workers?
New Yorkers.
Right. I think you said a W. New Workers. New Yorkers.
New Yorkers.
Mm-hmm. And the exhibition, remember you have two vowel sounds here. You have the, and remember we say the or the. Exhibition
The.
starts with a vowel, so the needs to have that long E sound. So we have the, and then we have exhibition, which starts with a vowel. So how do we connect these two words?
With W, the exhibition. Oh,
Y
with
or
Y.
W?
With
Mhm.
Y. Y.
Okay. With a Y or a W?
With Y. No? With
With
W.
a Y or a W?
With R, W.
With a
Or
W.
Y.
Oh,
W.
sorry. No. You're confusing me. With a Y. Okay.
Y.
So, and then when we connect, we have to go up on the next word. The. The.
The.
The.
The.
The exhibition.
The exhibition.
Not there. It becomes the exhibition. The exhibition. We have to hear two words. The. The.
The.
The.
The.
The exhibition.
The exhibition.
Yes. If you don't go up, then it sounds like one word. The exhibition. The exhibition. Yeah, and we don't really understand that. Okay, OF. What vowel sound are you using there?
It's schwa, off.
Mm-hmm. And then when you have two letters together like AM or PM, you don't want to say AM, PM, AM, PM. It sounds like one word. We hear two letters if you go up for the second one. AM, PM.
AM, PM.
5:30 p.m.
5:30 p.m.
Yes. And then when you see February 8, you should automatically add the TH there. 8th,
8th.
February 8th.
February 8th.
Yes, not February 8. And then also February 10 becomes,
10th.
yes, Tuesday, February 10th. Okay. Guys, please, Ksenia is going first. So please listen to the corrections that I'm making for her so that you don't make the same mistakes as her. So please make these corrections. Okay, Ksenia, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, I think you are doing nicely with your vowels. You're definitely trying to move and not read straight across. So your reading is starting to move a bit more and get more of a feel that we would have as native speakers. So I can definitely tell that you're working on your movement, your air, and your vowels. It sounds nice.
It's cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, second Ksenia.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, please read.
On Tuesday, New Yorkers will get their last chance to see the Museum of Modern Art's Henri Matisse. The Cutouts, a show that gathered about 100 of the artists' painted paper works, the largest and most extensive presentation of these works ever assembled. The exhibition begins in the 1930s, covering work Matisse started producing toward the end of his life. Can't make it to the museum? Here is the wall-to-wall experience. The show will be open to the public 24 hours a day until 5:30 p.m. on Sunday, February 8th. The last day is Tuesday, February 10th.
Good. Okay. Here are your notes. Will, not will.
Will.
Your W should, let me show you what my lips look like for that.
Will.
Where. I don't do v or v. Ooh. Will.
Will.
More air instead of ooh, ooh, ooh. Your air should move.
Ooh.
Now
Will.
we hear a W, yes. Before it sounded like veal, which is a food. Veal is a kind of food. So you guys are saying I veal, and we go, okay, she's probably not saying food. She's probably trying to say will. Or you guys say there instead of there, which sounds like the beginning of very. So it's very confusing when you use Russian sounds for the English language. So, ooh, will.
Ooh. Will.
I heard you say woo, will. You have to change the way you think of the sound. You have to completely change it. Will.
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 Uh-huh. Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh. Will.
Will.
Better. You don't have to do the well. Remember, in English, we are going to focus on the vowels. Will.
Will.
Yes. Very different from will. Very, very different. Yeah. Okay, and then you had gather. You left the S off.
Gathers.
Uh-huh. Use your air more, Ksenia. Gathers.
Gathers.
Maybe it would help you to think of the word being maybe it would help you to think of speaking more softly. Gather instead of gathers. Gathers up here.
Gathers.
There's air.
Gathers.
Try there's.
There's.
Yes, so we are trying to change your patterns. We're trying to help you to use more air when you're speaking, not just for this word, but in general. Okay, then you have the oops, sorry. Then you have this and these.
This and these.
Good. It's going to be a lot easier to understand if you hold the sounds out, if you hold your vowels out. Eh. This.
This.
These.
These.
When you have your E sound, try not to E. our E is much taller. These.
These.
Very good. This and these.
This and these.
This. This.
This.
This and these.
This and these.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. It's a pattern. You're not just practicing two words. You're practicing your pattern. His, not I don't know how to do that thing that you guys do. You guys do something for your H. I don't know what that is, but you don't want to do that for H. H in English is just, you know what? Right now you feel like, oh, I'm so bad at this. You know what's going to be funny is when I start to learn Russian, you guys are going to have so much fun. You're going to say, oh, teacher, you know, you are using English techniques. Your technique is so wrong. You guys will be able to tell me the same things. It happens with any language. So don't feel bad. It's just a Russian pattern, and we want you to see the Russian pattern and the English pattern so you can use both. But for your H, his.
His.
Yeah, it's more up here, not down here. His.
His.
Yeah, and you see we are using the short I sound like this. His. Not
This.
these, he's.
This. His.
He, he,
Hey. His.
Yes, good job. Let's see, that was good. That was good. Those were your main issues. Try to keep your throat open and keep your air going. Okay? And of course, we will continue to review the vowels. If we have time, we will do that at the end. Okay?
Yeah.
Good job, Ksenia. Lydia,
Yes,
are you ready?
yes.
Good. Okay, there we go.
On Tuesday, New Yorkers will get their last chance to see the Museum of Modern Art's Henry Matisse. The cutouts, a show that gathers about 100 of the artist's paint paperworks. The largest and most extensive presentation of these works ever assembled. The exhibition begins in 1930s, covering work Matisse started producing toward the end of his life. Can't make it to the museum. Here is the wall-to-wall experience. The show will be open to the public 24 hours a day until 5:30 p.m.
Good.
on Sunday, February 8th.
Mm-hmm.
The last day is Tuesday, February 10th.
Nice. Lydia, you have changed a lot. Okay, so before we go into your corrections, let me say that your air is moving. Your sounds are a lot smoother and cleaner. You are using better vowel sounds. Your air is not moving as much from one word to another. Your air is moving nicely for one syllable, but you're not connecting your words. But I think that will come more later. That will come in more later because you're thinking about so much. You're thinking a lot, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your sounds will be smoother over time. Okay, so let's look at these. Your short A sound. Ah.
Ah.
Ah, ah, ah. Ah. Mm-mm. Ah, ah. It's just too hard. Ah. Yeah, better. Ah. Perfect. There you go. Last.
Last.
Uh-uh.
Yes, last.
Okay. Gathers.
Gathers.
Keep the inside of your mouth more open, not ga, ga, ga. Open your mouth. Gathers.
Gathers.
Ah, you don't want that. Gathers.
Gathers.
Last.
Last.
Wonderful. So there were your two of the words that I heard where you were using the wrong vowel. You weren't using short A, you were using short O. Now let's try this R sound, Lydia. We haven't done consonants. We've done the R controlled sounds, but we haven't really done consonants. So let's try You- Please, that's going to hurt you. It hurts me. Yeah. Not Don't move your tongue for the R. Don't move your tongue at all. Gathers.
Gathers.
There's.
There's.
Makers.
Makers.
Water.
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 War. Waters.
Waters.
Nice. So don't hairs. It's I can't tell you what it sounds like to us. We just don't have that sound in English. So when you guys do that, it's just very unnatural. So no r. That sound does not exist in English. Spanish, Italian, German, Russian, anywhere in Europe, you have the r sound. But in English, we just don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
No rolling R. Okay, and then extensive. Which vowel do I need to change there?
Extensive.
Which vowel did you change?
It's short E.
Is short E.
Sten.
Sten. What vowel is that?
Short E.
Good. Sieve.
Short I.
Right. You were saying extensive. Extensive.
Extensive.
Wonderful short I. Good job. Okay, let me show you guys something with the XH combination. It's going to be something like this. Sometimes it's GZ, sometimes it is GS. So XH can be GS or GZ. No. Hey. No. Different spelling. So whenever you see XC, you're probably, notice I'm saying probably because English changes, the rules change. So GZ is going to happen with XH. Let me give you some examples. Excellent.
Excellent.
GS.
Mhm. Excellent. Excellent.
Exhibit. GZ. Exhibit.
Exhibit.
Exhibition.
Exhibition.
What do we use here?
Example.
GS or GZ?
GZ. Example.
Example. How about this one?
GS. Exercise.
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 Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Oops, what happened? So when you say exhibition, make sure it's not exhibition. 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 To connect the word.
Exhibition.
Good. Extensive.
Extensive.
Is that GS or GZ? Extensive.
GS. Extensive.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys have a pattern. When you use X, you have to look at the letter that comes after it and realize that it's not going to be extensive. It's going to be eggs or X.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Your W, not vol to vol.
Wall.
Wall to wall.
Wall to wall.
Yes. Toward.
Toward.
Not to vo, to v. Toward.
Toward.
Good job. There you go. Okay. So you guys can see, like, some of you have been taking these classes for a long time. You can see how you are more aware of your English sounds. You start to become more comfortable. Your reading changes. I'm not saying, where's your long A, Lydia? I don't have to say that. I don't have to say, Lydia, what is your short E sound? You're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really good. Nice job. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Masha.
I'm here.
Okay.
Can I ask one question about exhibition?
Absolutely.
We need to use GZ, GS. I don't understand in the end correct because I think that Lydia said GS or not.
Okay. Well, let's focus on what you should do. She did it correctly. Are you asking which sound to use, or are you having a problem hearing the difference between the two?
No, I mean that I need what I need to use that I pronounce to change X Ash J Z or JS in the end. JZ like you right here in chat.
Exhibition. That's a Z.
Z, yeah. Okay, now I can hear because I'm not clearly can understand Z or S.
But we don't pronounce the Z so hard. Exhibition. We say it very quickly. We don't say exhibit. We do it really quickly. Exhibition. Exhibit. But when you are learning how to read the sounds, I am exaggerating a little so that you can hear the pattern.
Okay.
Okay. So when you're listening, extensive, exhibition, extensive, example, it might sound the same to you, It might, but when you're trying to pronounce the words, you need to be aware that there's a GS or a GZ. And English speakers are not listening going, she used a GS instead of a GZ. We don't care. We don't care. I'm telling you this so that you guys can connect the word, because you guys are you're doing something like extensive. You're not connecting it. So I'm just trying to help you to connect the word more smoothly.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, you said, may I ask? Ask. What vowel is that? Ask.
Long. Short O.
Yeah, but we should be using ask.
Short A.
We should be using short A. Ah.
Ask.
Yes, very good. There is your article.
Okay. I can start?
Yes, please.
On Tuesday, New Yorkers will get their last chance to see the Museum of the Modern Arts.
Wait a minute. Why are you reading like that? You were like whispering like this, and your voice is fairly muffled. Why? I've never heard you read like that before. I think you're trying to create a smooth sound. Try to use that same technique, but still you need to go up and down. You still need to focus on your vowels. So the smooth technique is nice, but try to make it a little bit more natural. Use a fuller voice, use your air, and use your vowels. But keep the smoothness in there. It should be different for you.
Okay. On Tuesday, New Yorkers will get their last chance to see the Museum of Modern Arts, Henry Matisse. The Cutouts, a show that gathers about 100 of the artist's painted paper works, the largest and most extensive presentation of these works ever assembled. The exhibition begins in the 1930s, covering work Matisse started producing toward the end of his life. Can't make it to the museum? He is the world-to-world experience. The show will be open to the public 24 hours a day until 5:30 p.m. on Sunday, February 8th. The last day is Tuesday, February 10th. That's all.
Okay. All right. I'm just taking some notes for you. Okay. You are still reading very monotone. It's like, on Tuesday, New Yorkers will get their last chance to see. It's just very straight across. You don't have any emotion. I think you're just so afraid to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Listen, Masha, I make mistakes when I read. I make mistakes when I type. I make mistakes when I speak. I make mistakes every day when I use English. Don't worry about making mistakes. Do your best, and you will improve. And you will always make mistakes, and it will always be okay.
Okay, I'm trying because I'm focused only on words, and I'm forget at all about intonation. I know. And about feelings. I don't put feelings to this text. I know. I mean.
Okay. Well, let's look at your vowels. Your short A sound. Ah.
Ah.
Last. Chance.
Chance.
Good. Gathers.
Gathers.
Let's see. I'm looking for more short A sounds.
Assembly.
No, that's a schwa.
Yes, I see.
Can't.
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 Can't. Can't. Can't. Yes, good. Okay, and ever assembled. Let me show you guys. I've told you about this a little bit. Let me show you. Ever has 2 syllables, right?
Mhm.
Assembled. Assembled is starting with a schwa sound, right?
Mhm.
So it would be something like this. Assembled. I'm going to show you how we connect these words. Ever assembled. It sounds hard if we do it like that. Ever assembled. Here is what we are going to do. We are going to connect the words by repeating the letter R. Ever, you hear that?
Mhm.
Ever, try that. Ever,
Ever,
not ra, ra.
ever,
Please repeat. Ra.
ra,
You are saying ra, ra. You need ra.
ra,
Ever.
ever.
We have to fix your schwa. That's going to be a very important sound for you. You are still using a short O instead of a schwa. Have you been listening to the sounds?
Yes.
You need to focus on the short vowels. If you do that 3 times a day for 5 minutes each time, you should start to hear the schwa sound more. But if you're practicing with the recordings, your sounds likely will not change. You really need to focus on listening because you're not able to hear the difference between short O and schwa. You need to
But
hear the difference. Don't practice. Listen. That's 2 different sounds in English. You see,
yes,
you're practicing. You're practicing.
yes. But can I add? For me now, it's difficult to connect R and schwa. I don't know how to connect really. How to go
Okay,
from down
that's not the
quickly.
important thing right now. What's
Okay.
happening is you're not pronouncing the schwa sound, period.
Ah, okay.
Your schwa sound is not a schwa. It's a short O. You need
Ah.
You see, you're starting here. You're starting with a short O and then trying to go down. You're just taking a short O and making it go down. This is not a short O. It's a different sound.
Ah. Ah.
Ma.
Ma, ma, ma.
You see, when you move your mouth, now you're going ma.
Uh-huh.
Ma.
Ma, ma,
Ma.
ma.
Ma. Ma.
Ma.
You're changing it. You need to listen more. I can't really help you with the sound if you don't have the sound in your head. You have to listen more.
Okay.
When students have the sound in their head, it's a lot easier to teach them the sound.
Okay.
Focus on that sound when you're listening. Short U, schwa, short U, schwa. Once you put the sound in your head, I can help you with the pronunciation more. Okay, so the way that we're connecting is this era. We're using the letter R twice. Era.
Ra.
Ra. You're using your throat for the letter R. Ra. Ra.
Ra.
Evera.
Evera.
Ever assembled.
Ever assemblant.
Ever assembled.
Ever assemblant.
You're not really copying me. You're just ever assembled. You're just going like that. Don't be so afraid to make a mistake. Try. Ever assembled. Really speak the words.
Ever assembled.
Good. Ever assembled.
Ever assembled.
Much better. Now, for producing, remember those letters that I told you about? These letters, you have to use a little bit more air with them. So not producing, 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 producing. You have to add your air to the P and to the D to make the word move. You have 3 syllables here. If your air doesn't move, it just becomes like producing, producing. And we go, what? What is that word? Because we don't hear the vowels. We might be able to figure it out, but when you have a word that has 5 syllables or 6 and your air doesn't move, it's going to be really confusing. Producing.
Producing.
Perfect. Yeah. Use your air for P and D. Ah. Until. So you see, you are having a hard time with the short U sound again. So you said on, until, something like that. We need to get that schwa. On. Good. Till, not till.
Till.
Yes. Yes. Guys, these letters that I typed for you, P, T, K, B, D, G, these are called stop plosives. They are called stop plosives. They stop and then they explode. Puh. They stop the air and then the air explodes. Ta. Da. So in Russian you can say ba, da, ga, da, ga, la, na, ba, da. They all kind of have the same feeling. But these letters, P, T, K, you have to use a bit more air. So try that, Masha. Pay, te, K.
Pay, te, K.
Bay, day, gay.
Bay, day, gay.
Bay, bay, day, gay.
Bay, day, gay.
Pay, te, K.
Bay, day, gay.
Pay, te, K.
Pay, te, K.
Bay, day, gay.
Bay, day, gay.
Good. Yeah. I think, honestly, I feel like you have more improvement than we are hearing. You are just so hard on yourself and you're so afraid to make a mistake that you're not really practicing like with your openness and your movement. So your fear is keeping you from really practicing. You shouldn't be practicing on your own. You should be practicing here. But here you're too afraid to make a mistake. If you make a mistake, I will correct it, and then we will move on. But you're just like, and then at the very last minute, you're just you're just like that. Yeah, don't be so afraid. Before I saw you, I had a Chinese lesson. Guess how many mistakes I made? No idea. No idea. And my teacher's trying to correct me, and I'm like, I don't hear the difference. They all sound the same to me. She's like, no, they're different. I'm like, no, they're not. They sound the same. I have the same problems you do, but I make mistakes boldly. And then I improve after 5 weeks. It takes a while. It takes a while. Good job. Don't be so afraid. Sergey.
I'm here.
He's here. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. One of my students from Brazil watched you, and he's one of my students who has been with me for about a year and a half or something. He's been with me for a long time. So he was watching the class, and he said, "Oh, I like Sergey. His sounds are nice."
Yeah.
So you got a
Thank you.
compliment. You got a compliment. Okay.
Yeah.
Please read slowly.
I like you like it. Okay.
I'm glad. I will tell him, or maybe he will see this video.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I will. Go ahead, please. Please read.
On Tuesday, New York will get their last chance to see a Museum of Modern Arts.
You're reading too fast. You're reading too fast. Slow down. And make sure your sounds are going up, not down. On Tuesday, New Yorkers will get... Yeah, go
New
up.
Yorkers will get their last chance to see the Museum of Modern Arts. Henry Matisse, The Cutouts, a show that gathers about 100 of the artist's painted paper works. The largest and most extensive presentation of these works ever assembled. The exhibition begins in the 1930s, covering work Matisse started producing towards the end of his life.
Good.
Can't make it... Oh, continue?
Yeah.
Can't make it to the museum. Here is a wall-to-wall experience. The show will be open to the public 24 hours a day until 5:30 p.m. on Sunday, February 8th. The last day is Tuesday, February 10th.
Okay. You were really paying attention to all of the other students. You really were. You paid attention to all of the corrections that I made with them, and you didn't repeat their same mistakes, which is really good. So you guys can learn by watching each other, not just when it's your turn. Nicely done, Sergey. Okay. You have a pattern. You're focusing on your vowels and going up, but it's like your pattern is like this. So you go up, but you come right back down. So instead of this sound, you're getting this da 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 da. You're going down, 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 down. Let's try. And so it's difficult to really correct you because the pattern is off, but I do think that you did really nicely with your vowels. For a new student, you are aware of your vowels. Let's try to change your reading pattern, though. Ooh, a.
Ooh, eh.
Ooh, a.
Ooh, eh. Miracle, may I ask a question?
Absolutely, please do.
I don't know how to go high. What a technique.
We haven't done a lot of exercises with you. Let's do some exercises. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, I see. Ooh. 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 Your muscles in your head have to go up. Ooh.
Ooh.
You see? So when you go up, your muscles have to open and shape. Ooh.
Shape should be bigger when I'm going up.
Yeah. Remember for English, I told you guys we're always doing this. So we don't have one shape. Ooh. Ooh. This is what happens when you have one shape. But for English, it's more like ooh. The shape and the muscles move and open. So English sounds like this all the time. Not like this. It's never stuck like this and then this. You see the pattern? For Russian, your muscles are locked. Like, rrr. And then if I say go up, you do this. Like this. Okay? Like that, you know? So you have to start doing this more. Let your muscles relax. And I know you guys think it's like so bad, but when I try to speak Russian, you guys are going to laugh at me. You're going to say your sounds are like a child. You know, when I try to speak Russian, I sound like a child because my sounds are not strong enough. So I will have the same problem that you're having. I have to work on my muscles. You guys have to do this, and I will have to learn how to do this. Okay? Ooh.
Ooh.
Now try to go a little higher. Ooh.
Ooh.
Mhm. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Start here and go up. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Ooh, ooh. I think you're using some muscles down here to help you go up. Ooh, ooh. But they're stuck. It's like, ooh, ooh. You have to do, ooh,
Ooh.
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 Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Now let's try your vowels. Way.
Way.
Good. Way.
We.
Why.
Why.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Uh-huh. You.
You.
Where.
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 Something's wrong. Ooh. You're getting a little. Ooh. Where.
Where.
Yes, yes. Where.
It's a pattern, right?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Let's try it again. I want to remember.
Okay, let's go back to your
Where.
short vowels.
Yeah.
Where.
Where. No?
Where. Uh-huh, it's good.
Where. Where.
Where.
Where.
Okay, try
Where.
this. Where. Instead of
Where.
where. Instead of going up like that. Yeah,
Where.
good.
Where.
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 Wah.
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 That's the short O, but your technique is good. So you need to listen to your schwa sound a little bit more too. Wah.
Whoa.
Yes. No. Woo. Don't change here. Wah.
Wah.
Wonderful. Okay, now let's use this pattern. Let's try reading. On Tuesday.
On Tuesday,
Yes, good. New Yorkers will get
New Yorkers will get
their last chance to see
their last chance to see
the Museum of Modern Arts.
the Museum of Modern Arts.
Ah, Museum of Modern. Museum
Museum
of Modern
of Modern
Arts.
Arts.
Henry Matisse.
Henry Matisse.
Use your air, go up. Henry Matisse.
Henry Matisse.
The Cutouts.
The Cutouts.
A show that gathers
A show that gathers
about 100 of
about 100 of
the artists,
the artists,
painted paperworks.
painted paperworks.
The largest and most extensive.
The largest and the most extensive.
The is only it's only there once. The largest and most extensive.
The largest and most extensive
Presentation of these works.
presentation of these works
Ever assembled.
ever assembled
Okay. Nice job. You changed your pattern because we did exercises. It's funny to watch, like when we do sounds, there might be 5 people watching, 6 people watching, but when we start doing exercises, there are 2 people watching. They think we're crazy. These exercises are important. Yeah, there are only 2 people watching right now. Before it was 6. But when we do exercises, they just start leaving. They're like, this is crazy. You need the exercises because you have to change your muscles. Listen, your
Yeah, I
TH sound.
understand.
TH.
Fish.
Don't bite your tongue.
I didn't.
Uh-huh. Yeah. When you do, you're biting your tongue. You're like, don't
No,
do
no,
that.
no.
It's just,
I didn't. No.
okay, you're
Something
putting too much
wrong
pressure.
another.
You're putting,
Maybe. Yeah.
that's coming
Yeah.
from your teeth. That is a biting. That is a biting. So you have to just touch. Yes. Just touch, not this. Relax your tongue. Can you put your camera down a little? I can't see your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you're still doing this with your tongue.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how you do that.
I don't know too.
Yeah, don't do that. Your tongue should be flat. I don't know either. I don't know either.
This way, right?
No, look at your tongue. Look at your tongue. You see that? You're doing
Yeah.
this as soon as you start. Look at your tongue. Don't do that. You see it? You're doing that. So you need to practice in the mirror. You need to put your tongue out. Not. I don't know how you're doing that. No, look at your tongue. Look at it. Look at it. Better? Better. Okay, now try they, thee,
They,
thy, thou,
thy, thou,
thou.
the.
Much better. You're putting a they, thee, the. You're putting a sound in front. They, thee,
They, thee.
the,
I see.
they, thee,
They, thee.
thy, thou,
Thy, thou.
the, thy, thou,
Thy, thou.
thou.
The.
Yeah, much better. Instead of they. You are still using they instead of they. No
They.
Z. Yes.
They.
Yes. Wonderful. Do you notice that you were not able to do the exercise exactly the way that I wanted you to? But when you pronounced TH in your words, it's better. So just because you can't do what I want you to do in the exercises, it doesn't mean you're bad. You're still improving. The exercises help you to improve. So even when the exercises are not perfect, you're still improving. You just fixed your TH. They.
They. They.
Yes. They, thee.
They, thee.
They.
They. 'They. 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 'They.
Thy.
Thy.
Put your tongue out.
Thy.
Out. Not that far. Just put it out. Okay, I have to go start my next class.